Hey, it's Tom
And Mike.
from Take Time to Travel. We explored Montreal's trendy Le Plateau-Mont-Royal neighborhood. We walked along its scenic green leafy streets, lined with beautiful century-old homes in a variety of different colors. Le Plateau's green leafy streets are also filled with lots of vibrant street art. Some of these murals are many stories tall.
There's also lots of beautiful churches, ruelles vertes, which means green alleys, as well as trendy walking streets lined with lots of shops, restaurants, and patios. And of course, while we were in Le Plateau, we had to try some amazing food. We tried some of Le Plateau's best restaurants, from delicious poutine and famous smoked meat sandwiches to fine French dining. There's so many delicious options to choose from.
There's so much to see and do in Montreal's Le Plateau, so let's go and check it out. We'll start with Saint Laurent Boulevard, which is called the Main. During the Mural Festival, the street is closed to traffic and it's converted into a pedestrian walking street. Restaurants expand their patios right into the busy walking street, and clothing stores bring their racks outside too. I love how this store has a velociraptor made of cardboard out front. That's so cool.
Even our favorite cheese store has a patio and tent set up out front where they are selling barbecue sausages and chicken. That sure does look and smell good. But we're going to try a different kind of meat today, just down the street. We went to St. Laurent's famous Schwartz's Deli, which has been operating since 1928. We got in line, sat down under their tent, had a quick look at their menu, and ordered.
I got a black cherry soda, which I haven't had in forever. But it hit the spot perfectly on these blistering hot summer days. Mike got the poutine à la Schwartz, which was loaded with smoked meat, and I got the famous Montreal smoked meat sandwich on rye with mustard. The massive portion of smoked meat was incredibly juicy and tender, and it tasted delicious. Mike's smoked meat poutine was really tasty too.
At night, the lights hanging above the entire length of St. Laurent come on, and it makes for quite a delightful experience. For the Mural Festival, they also set up this colorful structure. It's pretty cool that right off St. Laurent, and behind this structure, they had a mini music festival going on, while they also painted a new mural of this giant rooster.
Further up Saint Laurent, there's a great spot to go for a drink. It has this giant green patio outside, which is quite nice for people watching. But we think that the inside at Le Darling looks even nicer. Let's head inside and check it out. At the front, there's lots of greenery and hanging plants. And further back, it gets more quirky and eccentric. There's this large circular bar in the middle, and the walls are adorned with knickknacks and assorted bric-a-brac and other unique and fun things. Each time we go, we notice something different.
We sat down at the front and got a couple of drinks. Tom got a pint of cider, which was very tasty, and I got a pint of beer. We shared some popcorn chicken with a dill ranch dip and piri-piri sauce, as well as a veggie cheeseburger on this delicious looking bun. Both tasted excellent. Le Darling is fun, quirky, and we would definitely recommend it. Another popular walking street in Montreal's Le Plateau is Rue Prince Arthur. It's lined with lots of restaurants and cafes with patios sprawling into the middle of the thoroughfare. There's all different kinds of food here, from French to Greek and everything in between.
We decided to try some French cuisine at this nice restaurant called Les Deux Gamins, which means the two kids. Les Deux Gamins has this giant patio lined with lovely French bistro-style furniture. It's a popular spot to go for dinner, so make sure to get a reservation like we did. We made our way to our table and started with a couple of La Foule Blonde beers, which have these cool labels, and were actually brewed just down the street on Rue Prince Arthur.
Then, for a starter, we had Spanish-style escargot with prosciutto and arugula, which tasted wonderful. Then, we tried a couple blanc beers from the microbrewery down the street. Loved the labels. For the main course, I had this delicious looking plate of duck confit. And Tom had the fish of the day, which was skate, which is a type of ray. It fell apart with just a fork easily and tasted phenomenal. The duck confit was excellent as well. For dessert, we shared some crème brûlée, which, just like everything else from Les Deux Gamins, tasted amazing.
Just off of Rue Prince Arthur is Square Saint-Louis, which is this charming park with lots of mature trees and this cool fountain called Fontaine du Square Saint-Louis, which is surrounded by gardens with these giant flowers. So pretty. Surrounding Square Saint-Louis are lots of beautiful century-old homes in all kinds of different colors. I love these multicolored ones. Laval Street, which is just at the side of the square, also has lots of gorgeous homes too. Just off Laval, kind of hidden away in this alley, is one of Le Plateau's many ruelles vertes, which means green alley.
No cars can drive down these ruelles vertes since the neighborhood got together at some point to convert the back alley into a lush green oasis. Montreal is such a cool city. I love seeing this kind of stuff. Where else can you see a back alley this pretty? You can tell that the neighborhood puts a lot of effort into maintaining all of these gardens. Look at all of the vines on the back porch. Absolutely amazing.
But that's enough exploring the alley. Let's head over and check out some more of what makes Le Plateau so special. Another main street in Le Plateau is Rue Saint-Denis. This street has a lot of character. It's lined with lots of shops, boutiques, restaurants, cafes, and of course, lots of beautiful buildings. Saint-Denis is a great spot to go for a patio on a hot day like today, but we're going to go down the street and head to one of Montreal's best restaurants and a staple on Saint-Denis, L'Express. We made our way inside the iconic Parisian-style bistro, over the black checkered floors, to the back of the restaurant where our table is. It's so cool that this whole area is lined with 40-ish pictures of the restaurant and its staff for each year that the restaurant has been open since it opened in 1980. What a charming restaurant.
We ordered a couple of beers, and for the main course, I had the chanterelle mushroom risotto. And Tom had the ham, emmenthal, and leek quiche, with a large portion of fries. The quiche tasted absolutely delicious, as did the risotto. But the best part of the meal was the dessert. We got the restaurant specialty, the Île Flottante au Caramel, which means caramel floating island, which has a poached meringue filling topped with a layer of caramel with candied almonds. It was literally one of the best desserts we have ever had in our lives.
Just a short walk from L'Express is one of Montreal's biggest parks called Parc La Fontaine. It has this giant pond in the middle, and it's lined with lots of mature trees. It's a perfect spot to go for a leisurely stroll or a bike ride, or just to sit on a bench and relax. Just next to Parc La Fontaine is another iconic Montreal restaurant which has been operating since 1968 called La Banquise. It's open 24 hours a day and has some of the best poutine in Montreal, so it's no surprise that it's always busy.
We sat down and started with a couple of their Banquise blonde beers, which were nice and refreshing. Then we got some over-the-top poutines. Tom got the large La Sud-Ouest poutine with bacon, red onions, guacamole, onion rings, and chipotle sauce. And I got the large L'Obélix, which is loaded with smoked meat. The smoked meat poutine tasted amazing, although it was a little bit messy. And the Sud-Ouest poutine tasted excellent as well. The large poutines were too big to finish by yourself, just get the regular size.
Another popular walking street not too far from La Banquise is Montreal. which is lined with lots of trendy shops, bakeries, cafes, and sometimes there's even live music, like this choir singing here. There's also lots of great restaurants and patios to choose from. And there's even a little public market selling all kinds of different plants. Very cool. Montreal is known for having some of the best bagels around. And Saint-Viateur has some of the best bagels in Montreal. Inside is cozy and had some nice 70s soul music playing.
We got in line and placed our order. Then we were able to watch them making fresh bagels. From rolling and shaping the dough, to boiling the bagels in honey water, straining them, then placing them on the wooden planks, to baking them in the wood-fired oven. It's pretty cool to be able to see them making the bagels fresh like this. We got our order and sat down. We got the traditional smoked salmon on an all-dressed bagel. It's loaded with cream cheese, capers, red onions, and smoked salmon. We also got a few of their individual fresh bagels, all dressed poppy seed and cinnamon raisin. Everything was fresh and delicious.
Just a little ways across Montreal is another place making fresh and delicious treats called Boulangerie Le Toledo. Inside is bright and nicely decorated with lots of greenery. We got in line and placed our order from this counter, which has lots of delicious looking pastries. And then we ordered some more treats from this counter. Le Toledo also has sandwiches and quiches too. It's a popular spot, so make sure to get there early before your favorite items sell out. After we got our desserts, we made our way across Montreal and found a spot to sit in the shade.
We started with a couple of their tarts. I got the strawberry summer tart, and Tom got the lemon meringue tart. These pretty looking tarts tasted as good as they looked. We also got a chocolatine with lots of layers of pastry and a layer of chocolate in the middle, as well as a tasty croissant. They were both very tasty on a hot and humid day.
Another popular street is Duluth, which turns into a walking street on the weekends and is lined with lots of street art, greenery, bustling restaurants and patios, as well as lots of trendy cafes. One of our favorite cafes is called Café Saint-Tropol, which was originally founded in 1976 in order to save the building that it's located in from being demolished. It's a quirky and eccentric cafe, which has this lush green bohemian back patio adorned with lots of artwork and decorations. We love this place.
Since it was so hot, we started with a couple of milkshakes. I got the chai milkshake, and Tom got the berry milkshake. The berry milkshake was tasty, as was the chai shake. Then, we ordered a couple of their massive sandwiches. I got the Duluth with caramelized onions, pear slices, cheddar cheese, and arugula, and Tom got the chicken salad sandwich. Both sandwiches come with a side salad and are on fresh, thick slices of bread. Oh man, they're tasty. For dessert, we shared a slice of carrot cake, which was also very good.
After that delicious meal, we made our way out through the back of Café Saint-Tropol's patio and over to Jeanne Mance Park, which is another one of Le Plateau's large parks, filled with people playing sports and lots of mature trees. If you take these stairs and cross over across Park Avenue, you'll see this nice monument. And every Sunday, there's Tam Tams, which is a gathering where everyone gets together for drumming sessions. We were early and it was blistering hot, so people were hiding in the shade, and there weren't as many people there as normal, but it's still cool to see them drumming.
There's so much to see, do, and eat in Montreal's Le Plateau neighborhood. It's definitely one of our favorite neighborhoods in all of Canada. If you're planning on visiting Montreal, we would highly recommend that you check out Le Plateau as well as the restaurants that we mentioned in this video.
Well, as always, we really enjoyed making today's video, and we hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications of our future videos. It really does help with YouTube algorithm, and it helps our channel to grow.
And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.
Aujourd'hui on fait le bilan pour pas mater les garçons. Fais tout ça pour la famille, pour moi seulement ça qui compte. C'est le plus haut possible avant que moi je tombe. Beaucoup trop de haut la nuit, j'ai bien pensé. Un gars mon reflet qui me connaît mon meilleur pote, ça mon nom. Je la haine envers ce monde, c'est mal arrivé.